Good day, everybody. I'm Fred.
And I'm Mary.
And we are
the EdelKampers.
Today, I'm going to go out and I'm going to put some ground effects lighting on the coach. And, all the new coaches have this kind of stuff. So I figured a nice little upgrade for Bullwinkle should take 15 minutes. But of course, Mary, the always present school teacher, decided this would be a great teachable moment. So we're going to expand it a little bit, got out the video camera, and you'll get to watch us get lit.
As a teacher and a mother of 7, I was always looking for teachable moments. So those are my favorite moments in the classroom and with my own children. So a teachable moment is just a moment of time and when you take an opportunity that's not planned out, but you use it to teach your students or your children something very useful. And I was looking at this, and as he said he was going to install these lights, I was thinking of all the different activities that you could use to share with your children. So as we unbox this,
The magic unboxing. And by the way, just so you know, these are got these from Amazon, made in China, I'm sure. And they're flexible RGB LED strips, multicolors. They have a remote control, so they do the flashy stuff and all that. But again, not after 11. Turn them off, go to bed. So, because they keep me awake at night. And not a whole lot in here. About $14 on Amazon. This is your reel. And this is just a strip of LED lights, and they got little sticky tape on them. And it's 3M. They're waterproof, so that's important. I got it. The first set I got, they were expensive, but I don't think they were waterproof. Not like these. You can see these have a nice coating on them, and they've got that 3M VHP tape.
okay, as a teacher, I'm thinking about teachable moments. Fred's thinking of installation. So I'm thinking as you unbox, you can bring your children into this process with you. And if you have young children, kindergarten, preschool, first grades, you can have them count how many items are in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. There he was going. He was.
I'm a young child at heart. You probably know that by now.
So you can have them count the items that are in here.
What about here?
And
Guess how many items are in here?
maybe
Yes, you, Johnny, in the back.
Maybe next time. So after you've done this, you can have them come out and help you install or just discuss what's going on with the installation. But one of the cool things I noticed as we were unboxing this earlier are the instructions. So one of the things that you can do with your child is talk about multi-step processes. This is very good for their brain, and also in what am I going to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So we're discussing and having a conversation about how we're going to install this item. So it
Don't need those.
Don't need those. So another thing that you can do is for a language arts activity, have them look at these items, or then you can go back and show them the pamphlet again, and they can create a list, and I'll show you a sample of that in just a few minutes. They can create a list, because one of the major ways that we teach writing to beginning students is having them create a list. Maybe it's a list of items that are in a box, perhaps it's a list of what toys they have in their toy box, perhaps it's a shopping list. But one great first step in creative writing is making lists, creating lists. Another thing is that they can take an item from the box, they can draw a picture of it and label it. And this is also a really good teaching tool. So I'll show you a picture or a sample of that as well. As you're taking out your lights, you're not going to use all these. You can use a tape measure, you can use a ruler, yardstick, talk about the different ways to measure. So what you can do for children that are younger and do not know how to read a measuring tape or a yardstick is to take pencils or popsicle sticks, and what you can do is have them lay out the strip, and then they can lay and they can tell you how many popsicle sticks long your lights are, and this is a great introduction into learning how to read a measuring tape. So these are just some things that you can do in language arts, in multi-step processing, and also in mathematics as you're trying to, or hopefully will, install your lights with the help of your children.
Okay, so here's our slide. It's 15 feet long, goes into the living room, and this right here where this white bar is, right underneath there, right, we're going to put an LED strip so it'll cast down onto the ground, but you won't see them directly like you usually do, and it's what they call ground effects lighting, because you're lighting the ground. Normally you put it underneath the RV, but I can't bend down that far, so forget that. And I figured this will be cool, easy, simple to do, and I'm all about that. Now, really hard to see, but there's a metal beam, like an L beam, whatever, it goes right here, it goes all the way down. And what we're going to do is got the super sticky double-sided sticky tape, so we're going to start here and run it all the way to the end, and then we'll just cut it off at the end. So, and then from here we'll run a cable and plug it into there, which is probably just.
So if you're cleaning with your kids, or installing this with your kids, I should say, step one is to apply some alcohol and have one of them place this alcohol and wipe down that strip where you're going to be placing the lights, and they can just easily, with you, go through here. And I know the first thing to do in this multi-step process is to clean the rail before you install this with your children.
Okay, the next step, we got her all clean there, let it dry off. So
this will be step 2 for the children.
There's a little piece of sticky tape here. Step 4 for the adults.
This is also the time where you can get out rulers, tape measures, yardsticks, or non-standard items to measure with, such as popsicle sticks, and work with your children in some math measurement skills.
Mary,
So,
how long is it between those copper?
We're going to make you guess, or maybe we'll make
18
them
feet.
it. All right, we're going to get ready for our next step. Step 3, once we've measured it, Fred, what do we do next?
We cut it. We cut the cake. Whew! Man, I am worn out. I need a break. I don't know about you. So here it is.
And we even have leftover.
I want to test it and make sure it works. So we're going to plug it into here, like we said before, with this little cable. And boom. Oh, they work. Yeah, we can turn them off from here. Turn them on. Change the settings. Ooh, I like those. Oh, these are going to look good tonight. All right, well, enough playing. So, and again, this will basically just hang over here. Again, we're just going to peel this back. Mary did a nice job of cleaning. We're going to let them hang out there. I'm just going to put it right along this edge. And we're just going to walk along. Now you could put these anywhere on the RV. I'm sure you've seen them closer to the ground, but I wanted a little light out here, and I couldn't do the awning lights because they're really tall. And that's what happens when you have one of these big old 14-foot diesel pushers. It's not 14 feet, but I don't have a ladder, so I'm just going to walk along here. Try to keep it right to the edge. Try not to mess it up. Good luck with that. Okay, there's the Fido install. You can see them, they're in a chase pattern right now. There's a little controller that plugs into the LED strip when we travel. We'll unplug that, and it'll go right in this bin, plugged into where the vacuum cleaner is normally. So Mary says she's all thrilled. She'll never have to vacuum again. She can just come out and watch the chase lights.
Today we're going to share with you how to help your child practice measuring the LED strip. You can, if your child is using a ruler. He can practice by using the yardstick, a ruler, tape measure, perhaps just a long tape out of your sewing kit. Now, if you have younger children and they're not ready to use the ruler or don't know numbers, one of the basic ways to teach measuring is to use what we call non-standard units of measurement. Non-standard units of measurement can be anything to popsicle sticks, rocks that are the same length, perhaps some to paper clips, which we're going to use today, and also some markers also that we have around the house that can be useful. So what you want to do is you're just getting your child used to measuring. So we can take the tape and lay it out, and we've already pre-measured probably how much it would be to go under the spot that we want to place the unit. So we would lay it out straight and have them help us. And then what we would do is have them take the paper clips and lay them out. But before we do that, we can also talk about estimating. Estimating is a really important skill in mathematics. And so you can ask them, how many paper clips long do you think the LED strip is? And they can give you a rough number. And then you can even have a piece of paper that you've prepared for them to write it down. And I'll show you an example of that in a few minutes. So then they can write, I estimate the LED strip will be, and they can tell you how many paper clips it is. The next thing you're going to do is allow them, and I'm just going to show you real quick, I'm not going to actually do it, this is for you, and you can have them, teach them that they have to place the non-standard unit that they're using to measure tip to tip, so it gives a more accurate reading. And then they can place the paper clips along along the LED strip. After they've done it and they've counted all their paper clips, they can write the LED strip was, and they can write the number of paper clips down. And then you guys can have this conversation. Now, how many were you off? You could subtract them to see the difference of how many paper clips they were off, or if they were on target, or if they were less or more. So a lot of great conversations to have with this. You can give them a second, so that non-standard item to use, so that you can continue practicing your non-standard measurement. And again, you're teaching them that these need to be end to end, and they can estimate before they actually measure using the non-standard measurement. And then you again can talk about the difference between their estimate and the difference between how many markers actually they had estimated to be. You can see what the difference is, do some subtraction problems, talk about whether they were right on target, if they guessed a little bit or estimated a little bit higher or lower, and then you can even create a worksheet for them so that they can fill it out as you're talking about this. So something that's really fun to do, making learning fun, that as somebody's putting this up, that you can create a mathematics lesson, and they are also feeling like they are helping with an activity that you're participating in, and it makes it fun to learn. So I hope you enjoyed this little tip. Thank you.
So here's the final product. You can see we've got a nice red light shining down behind us. It's not in our eyes. I think it's kind of nice, and it's kind of helps to the sunset. And so what do you think? So probably should leave a comment below. Tell us what you've done. Perhaps you might like this video. Thumbs up would help. You should subscribe, because we got more coming. And so what did you think of Mary's teachable moments? Always on point.
Yeah, well, if they're helpful, let us know. If there's anything else you'd like to see, or have any other clues about what to do with teachable moments, please put them in the comments below.
And we'll see you on the road.